For our first demo, I want to bring up Mario Orfanou and Corey Starr, who, if you know the technology demo circuit, you know them as Mr. Razzle and Ms. Dazzle. So come on up. Oh, sorry, I went one ahead. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Hi, everyone. I'm Mario Orfanou, Senior Director of Product Management for our Federation Community and Directory products.
And I'm Corey Starr, Markets Voice Commercial Lead and Strategic Account Manager. Today, we're going to show you how to use Symphony across multiple channels for both the buy and sell side. We'll access Symphony using our embedded collaboration platform, ECP, and send a blast message to our clients who are using WhatsApp and text.
You'll also see our new Umony Symphony integration that allows Corey and I to seamlessly connect via voice. And last but not least, we'll also show Cloud9. Now, we acquired Cloud9 over a year ago, and it's been really exciting to see the integration really blossom over that year. My favorite part about this demo is that this is all done without ever opening Symphony desktop application.
You may have noticed we have a few other folks on stage for us, Min and George, who are going to help us with the demos. Our team doesn't trust Mara and I to multitask because these are live demos, and we're in front of hundreds of people. We also are getting help from our coworkers off stage, Caitlin and Michael. Yoo-hoo!
Yes, thanks for your help, team. Well, Corey, I don't want to let the audience wait any longer, so shall we bring up my screen to show everyone what we've been working on?
Absolutely. So for the demo, I'm going to play the role of a buy-side hedge fund trader, and Mario is my broker coverage. I have flexible work, so I'm able to work from home, on the office, or while on the go. I mean, look at me right now. I'm here on stage.
And we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy calendar. And I'll be playing the role of a broker who wants to seamlessly connect with my clients on their preferred channels. Behind me on the screen, you'll see my CRM system where we record all our customer interactions. You can see my name there and the mouse moving around, so this is actually real, scary. In the bottom left of the screen, we also see a minimized Symphony chat. Hopefully you can see that. So this is, if we click here, we can open up ECP, which is our embedded collaboration platform. As you can see, it's really just like a mini Symphony. I can start a chat, view my full chat list, and monitor incoming chats, all using a fraction of my screen real estate. Now, for those of you not aware, ECP allows our customers and partners to embed standalone Symphony chat modules directly inside their applications, exactly what you're seeing there with the CRM system. ECP provides a blank slate to embed existing chats with users they're already connected to, which is in our customers' full control. Even more powerful is that they can choose where they embed ECP to provide the most effective context for their users. Now, in the past, we've showcased ECP in our smaller footprint focus mode with one chat at a time. What you're now seeing is something our customers and partners have been asking for, which is our full collaboration mode. So, let's see it in action.
Let's do it.
So, just before the demo, some exciting news about Exxon hit the wires, which is very convenient. And I know a group of clients who would be really interested in this. So, Min, let's send this news to our customers to see if they want to connect. Now, instead of just sending regular blast message, we're actually going to send one of our new federated interactive templates. So this will give our clients on WhatsApp the ability to simply reply by hitting a button. So if we click Create here, you should be able to select from my client list. Someone pays for the Wi-Fi connection. And let's choose our gold client list. Now we're going to select our template, which we get a choice of, and we're going to select the reply with buttons. So let's set that. So now what that's doing is running some validation checks, and it's now going to ask us for the content that we want to send. So we're just going to put in details of the message or what the research is related to. Now the bot, once we add the attachment, now the bot will do some validation checks for things like data loss protection, just to make sure we're not sending content to the wrong clients. So once it's done that, it's going to give us a final validation check, and we're all good to go. Let's confirm and send. Now, my customers are now going to receive this on their preferred channels, so WhatsApp, WeChat, etc. So let's look to see what it looks like for two of my customers. Now, the first is called Zeng, who prefers WhatsApp, and that's what we're seeing on the middle screen there. And Corey here, who prefers to communicate via SMS, is on the left-hand screen on the far side there.
Typical millennial.
So, for my WhatsApp customer, Zeng, we can see that the message is an interactive message. So you saw there that the content was provided in the research. You see the two buttons, so very simple to reply, and indeed, Zeng's already replied, tell me more. So, Min, why don't we respond and see if they want to connect after the demo?
Being the typical millennial that I am, I don't check my email very frequently. So it's great that I'm part of Mario's blast, and I get a text message directly to my phone. I'm able to stay in the know while on the go, and Mario stays compliant.
Compliant is my middle name. Anyway, you can see here we've done something also a little bit clever on the messaging side, which is taking the attachment and converting it into a link. So that means that customers who wouldn't normally be able to see this research can simply click on the link and get access, as you can see there on the right-hand side.
And that makes my job easier.
And hopefully that means you want to speak to me.
I definitely want to speak to you. Should I call you right now on stage?
Perfect. Let's hope we're not pushing our luck with the demo gods, but let's go for it.
I'm thinking something really cool is about to happen right now. This isn't going to be a normal call, is it?
No, you're right. We're going to do something special. So what Corey is about to do is call me directly from that same text message, which is seamless, right? What's even better is that I have set up my devices to ring on both my personal device, which I have handily here, and my Cloud9, which is over here. So, before you call, let's bring up my Cloud9 Min, so we can see it on the screen. Corey, while we do that, could you tell everyone a bit about Cloud9?
Of course. Being the sales girl that I am, I've been waiting for the opportunity to tell everyone about Cloud9. Cloud9 is a disruptive, innovative technology for the trading floor that is expanded past the front office by providing a high-quality voice solution for the entire firm. Behind me, you can see the C9 Trader software UI. Let's drill down. Cloud9 is a cloud-based application that has all the feature and functionality of a turret: dial tone, direct lines, intercom, hoots, TV audio, but still has the benefits of a software. So think remote access, APIs, enhanced metadata, and analytics. In today's hybrid world, firms are able to stay seamlessly connected, whether internal or external, if they're in the office or working remotely.
And what is this lovely device we have here?
Oh yeah, that's the Cloud Hub. Those are for users who want physical buttons. The software is still running on the background of the PC, but the user can just interface with the hardware. You can use a headset, a microphone, a handset, whatever your preference is. Some of my users like to use the software and use their mouse, while others like physical buttons. We also have clients who use touchscreen tablets.
Great, thanks for the explanation. Seeing what Symphony and Cloud9 can do together for the community over the past year has been super powerful, including what we're about to see right now with this call. This call will be powered by Umony, so a premier provider of native, compliant, in-network capture for mobile voice and messaging. Bit of a mouthful, I've got through it. Which allows me to receive compliant calls and messages on the go. So calls to my number are routed to both Cloud9 and my cell phone so that I can field calls from my desk or if I'm out of the office. Any call I answer on my phone is recorded by Umony and stored in my preferred repository.
Let's try it. George, let's call Mario.
You got it, boss.
So as we said, hopefully you'll be able to see and hear my personal device. And Cloud9 calling. But before he goes and have a heart attack, why don't we answer on Cloud9? Thanks. And you saw there that it actually, when we picked up here, it switched off here. So, hey Corey.
It's for you.
Hey Mario, thank you for the text on the Exxon news. What will the impact of the Denbury acquisition be?
Let me intercom my research team to get their outlook and latest research.
By the way, an intercom call is an internal-only call that you can make within your firm. There are many ways to set up an intercom call, but today Mario is going to show auto answer, where when he goes into that line, he's automatically connected with Caitlin, and there's no ringing.
Thanks, Corey. Glad to have a Cloud9 guru up here. No pressure for me then. Let's reach out to Caitlin on the research team using the Cloud9 intercom. So we can see here that it's gone green, which means Caitlin is connected. Hey, Caitlin, are you around?
Hi, Mario. What's up?
Do you have any insight I can share with my customer on Exxon?
I actually just put together a brief on the Denbury carbon dioxide pipelines. I think the Denbury acquisition news will have some positive impact on Exxon, and our analysts are a moderate buy on them.
Perfect. Thanks, Caitlin. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you. Okay, so Min, let's switch over to Corey. Hey, Corey, I've got an update.
What do you got for me?
We are a moderate buy on Exxon. I'll send the latest research analysis on Denbury over to you.
Great, thanks, but I'm currently on stage. Do you think you could let my team know?
Of course. Can I put you on hold?
Yep.
Thanks. Okay, so I can see Corey's on hold because we're now, the button's turned yellow.
So I'm going to break this down for you guys. So right now, Min and Mario are not connected to my trading desk. So they're going to create a connection on the fly. In order to do that, Min's going to go into the Cloud9 directory and search for my firm. Once he looks for my firm, he's able to look and find my direct trading desk. Then he could send an invitation. That's where he has the opportunity to personalize the invitation by labeling what he wants and placing it on whatever page he wants to place it on, and then send that invitation. What that does is send an invitation to my trading desk, and they could each choose to accept it or not, depending on if they want to use the coverage. If I used a turret system, this process would take anywhere from weeks to months, and I'd have to get IT involved, a network service provider, and that's because you're actually connecting two physical server locations with a direct line. Today, you're able to do it on the fly within minutes and then start using that connection.
So we've done Cloud9, so hopefully you guys saw what the benefits of that will be. And as Corey says, the real benefit here is that you can connect with an organization in the space of a few seconds. We actually did do it with 10 seconds rather than 10 months. So anyway, so that was a lot of pressure on stage.
And
now I'm
scene.
exhausted.
Thanks, Mario, and stellar job navigating your Cloud9. So to summarize, today, Mario sent out a text to his customers, including me, using WhatsApp and text message. We were able to leverage his CRM using our ECP platform. He sent the text message to both of us, and as I said, we each preferred whether you have a text message or WhatsApp, and we were all able to talk to each other without using the Symphony desktop application. From that text message, I was able to call or message Mario back, where he was using Umony to get his inbound call to both his cell phone and his Cloud9 at the same time. Mario spoke to me on Cloud9, and he used features like dial tone, multiple active calls, and intercom to get the information I needed. Use the Cloud9 directory to send an invitation and instantly connect two trading desks to have external connectivity. Cloud9 offers a ton more powerful features that we didn't have a lot of time to show today, but lucky for all you guys, there's a demo booth in the front, so make sure you check it out.
Nailed it, kind of. We covered a lot of workflows there, so I'd love to dive deeper into one of the demo elements, as we actually had to leave a lot on the cutting room floor, and that's the Symphony Umony integration. So to help us do that, I'd like to bring on stage Alex Francisci, who's Symphony's head of product for markets, voice and video, and Dean Elwood, CEO of Umony. Guys, please come up.
Thanks, Mario. It's great to be here, and it's great to see our federation in action, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah, it was really fantastic to see all the hard work that went into that demo up here on the Innovate stage live. But I have to ask Dean, so let's say that we did pick up that call from Mario's cell phone. What would have happened then? How would those calls or texts would have remained compliant?
So we run a global telecoms platform in partnership with major carriers. All of the call voice traffic, all of the SMS, MMS traffic transfers across our platform. It's captured for compliance, pushed off to the archive. But as well as capturing it for compliance, we get to do interesting integrations like this.
Being in the network seems like a huge advantage for Umony. But does that mean it's recording my personal calls?
Yeah, we've got a bunch of ways which we manage the privacy issue around it. So customers tend to fall into two camps. You have customers who want to capture everything, and they have corporate issued devices, in which case you'd have two phones. You'd have your personal phone and you'd have your corporate device, and the corporate device is captured. We can do that. We can also issue you with a second phone number that works on your own personal phone that you take to work, and only calls made to and from that business number on your phone are actually captured for compliance. So this enables us to deal both with bring your own device and corporate issues, and everything is always compliant.
So we've heard a lot recently about the large fines when financial institutions don't properly police their mobile communications. Outside of compliant capture, what other tools does Umony offer to customers who want to ensure that they remain within the rules?
This is the really exciting part for me of what we're doing with you guys. So your customers have put a lot of work into, and a lot of time and effort and work and money into CRM systems and compliance rule sets that you've built around Symphony. And what's really interesting is that we can apply all of those rules and CRM integrations into call and SMS flows. So things like, for example, fetching CRM data when an incoming call is coming in, so we can look up when did you last speak to this customer, what kinds of things are they interested in, what did you last sell them. We call that rich caller ID. And there's another one we call smart dial tone, which is if your demo had been an internal call with, say, Corey on the buy side, Mario on the sell side, if there had been an information barrier in between you, we would have blocked the call. The event would have been logged. Corey would have got a friendly announcement to say your call's being blocked, and press 1 to talk to the compliance desk or what have you, and to handle the compliance issue if needed to, and all of that without hanging up.
And actually what's really cool about that you've set up all this estate already in your Symphony or Cloud9 world is that we can actually bring that estate with you on your mobile device or wherever you go with Cloud9 or with Umony. So all of the diverts, forward numbers, dial plans, whatever you might have set up, it's all there at your fingertips. But there's actually some really cool stuff that we can also do in this smart dial tone world that we can add on things like NLP, transcription, rich metadata, and these are all things that are possible through Umony and through the Cloud9 Partner Network.
Super powerful stuff, and personally I'm really looking forward to our continued partnership and looking at forward to some of the new cool stuff that we're going to be delivering in the future.
Absolutely. Well, Dean, Mario, it's time to wrap things up here. We're in a pretty tight time schedule. So please give your round of applause for Dean and Mario.
Thank you.
And now Alex and I would like to dive deeper into Cloud9. So please welcome Paul Kelly, COO of Blackstone Credit, to the stage. Paul, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here on stage. You have such a long-standing relationship with Cloud9. I think I've known you for over 6 years now.
Yeah.
How has the product evolved over this time?
Well, it has been a while. You know, I had the good fortune at my last employer, JP Morgan, to be involved with the company kind of from an investment perspective as well as kind of a product development perspective. And, you know, for me, I originally started in sales and trading back in the early 90s, and coming back and looking at this product almost, you know, close to 20 years later, almost nothing had changed on the communication side from a verbal perspective in that time period. And so it was somewhat of a no-brainer for me in hearing the business case behind it. And I think somewhat naively, I felt, you know, that has to be easy to execute, right? And so, you know, it took a little while to work through some of the things that the bank needed for security and other very valid reasons. But that development took place, and then some of the user experience needed to be worked through. People were very, you know, married to, you know, handsets and things of that nature, and so the company needed to roll out and develop some of those things. But it really has delivered on what that vision was back when we first met. It's really great.
And I know you had a very interesting or unique rollout story, I think, at Blackstone and right around when COVID hit, and sort of how that really geared things up of using Cloud9. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, we all have our realization of COVID moments, right, when it happened. But I sit right in front of where our trading desk is. And, I don't know, 2 weeks before we went out, it kind of hit me pretty hard. We may have a real issue here. And I have to give our disaster recovery people a little props, because in November of 19, they always come up with a case every year, what if? And this was a global pandemic. so they had actually put us through the paces on it, and we had thought a little bit about what we needed. But I walked outside and I said to the traders, I said, you guys all have your stuff at home, right? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, you have a computer, right? Well, no, yes, so we went from, really not having what we needed to be able to go remote to like full on, panic mode, like in 2 minutes. And I called Jerry Starr, and I said, Jerry, I need to call in a favor here. I really need to get my folks hooked up with the right level of communication. And I think by that afternoon, Corey, you were in our office, and we had people set up with, all the equipment they needed, logons and everything. I think it took a total of, an hour and a half for you to work that all out.
Yeah, I remember going back to the office, and they were like, oh, so how'd it go? I was like, oh, they're set up, they're fine. And they're like, oh, you mean the demo? And I was like, oh, no, we got at least 10 people set up. We're literally fine. They could go home tomorrow.
Yeah, it was really great. It was like one less thing to worry about very quickly. And then the feedback that we got over the first month or two during COVID was just phenomenal. Just like, I can't believe we didn't have this before. This is wonderful. And even post coming back to the office, it's been a huge value add. Just the speed at which you can light somebody up, and the connectivity and the phone book and all of it. It all just works. And how it's integrating with Symphony and all the products that it has to offer just makes sense to me long term. So we're big fans.
Awesome. What do you think the #1 positive effect it has had on your business?
I think it's just reduced the time frame that it takes to make something happen, and increased communications as a result, right? And also, frankly, there's a lower cost point to it than the legacy systems that we had. So there's just a number of benefits, again, that to me make long-term sense.
Well, I think that's a great note to end on.